Without food pantries, where would we be? We would be lost. A client at our very own Kroger Community Pantry said this to me one day. Good morning and welcome to Operation Feed Launch Day. Each year this is an exciting day as hundreds of companies and organizations gear up their fundraising efforts in the name of ending hunger in our community. Again, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Laura Imbrock and I serve as a Food Assistance Outreach Coordinator at Mid-Ohio Food Bank. My job is centered on assisting clients through the difficult process of applying for food stamp or SNAP benefits. You all learned a bit about SNAP benefits this morning through your budgeted breakfast allowance, or maybe you were even denied SNAP benefits, like some clients. My time at the food bank actually began in 2011, working for Joan, as she said, through Operation Feed. So this community-wide funds and food drive has a special place in my heart. I'm thrilled and I'm honored to be with you here today to help kick off what will no doubt be the best year yet. During my time working on Joan's team, I got a small taste of what you all do each and every year. The tireless planning meetings, the committees, the hours of setting up and tearing down events, the hundreds of thousands of flyers, and of course the classic hounding of your coworkers to actually participate after all of that effort. However, it wasn't until I started my position in outreach that I truly saw the end result of all of this hard work. Each day I get to sit in a different pantry in Columbus and see the fruits of your labor, literally. I've personally seen the impact of Operation Feed manifest itself in so many different ways. Tears of thankfulness, carts of fresh fruits and vegetables leaving the pantry and getting loaded into the trunk of a car, a handshake of gratitude, peace of mind, and a knot of anxiety disappearing from someone's stomach, or just a simple thank you. Its impact is really too great to convey to you all here today in the short time that I have with you. But I come bearing a single story, and for every story that I share, I have 100 more that I could share with you, and for every one of those, there are 1,000 more that were never told. So while this is one story, please know that it is truly a ripple effect, and your impact is exponential. About 6 weeks ago, I had the opportunity to meet with a woman named Lori. We met at a food pantry because she needed help applying for SNAP benefits. She had tried on her own a couple times without success, and so she came to me for help. Lori is 42 years old, and she has 2 small elementary school-age children. It was a sub-zero January day, and she walked to our appointment. She had 3 sweatshirts on and a large coat with the hood up when she walked up to my desk. Lori had her children late in life, but she said they are her world. After a repossessed car and an illness that landed her in urgent care, Lori found herself let go from her job and unable to put food on her table. She was actually working at a food product factory, which is why she was dismissed because of her illness. The risk of having her around their food products was too great. She receives $400 a month in child support for her 2 children, but her rent alone is $425. From states away, Lori's elderly mother began sending her money orders from her small Social Security check to try to tie the family over. Obviously, things became desperate very quickly. Lori told me that things were so bad that she would take condiment packets from gas stations to give to her children for breakfast. At least mayonnaise has eggs in it, she told me. At least mayonnaise has eggs in it. I'm sure that was her way of coping with the reality of what was really happening. It broke my heart to hear that these children were going to school with nothing in their stomachs but mayonnaise and ketchup packets. And I couldn't get them out of my head for weeks after. I bet there are people in this very room right now who have also experienced such hard times, and that's what fuels you to give back. That's probably why you're sitting in this room right now. But even if you haven't, I think we can all feel the weight of a mother trying to make ends meet for her 2 children. Thankfully, since then, Lori has connected with some local food pantries and said it has made a world of a difference. That's how we are surviving these days, going to 2 different pantries once a month. When I asked her what pantries meant to her, without hesitation, she responded, "Oh, without them, my children and I wouldn't be alive. It's as simple as that." I hope you can connect the dots that every single cent that you raise for Operation Feed is putting food on the table for families like Lori's. You are providing a safety net when theirs suddenly disappears. You provide them for a place to go when they have nowhere else to turn. And while Lori and her family were eligible for SNAP benefits, that was a paperwork process that takes time sometimes. We ended up needing to wait for a support letter from her mother from Oklahoma saying that she is giving her money and helping her pay her rent. And Job and Family Services also had conflicting information about where her children were attending school. So those things took a while to flesh out. Time that Lori didn't have. So when families need food today, tonight, for their next meal, they are able to turn to pantries, thanks to all of your hard work. As someone who helps in SNAP, I'm grateful that they have some place to turn that day, so that I don't have to turn Lori away without anything that single day. I was finally able to call Lori a bit ago and tell her the good news that her SNAP benefits were finally approved. It was a tearful and a circumstance-changing phone call. Since the process had taken a while, there were more benefits coming than just 1 month, and she was so grateful. She was really excited to go to the grocery store, something that we all take for granted. One of my favorite things about working for Mid-Ohio Food Bank is the focus on fresh foods. Many pantries are switching to the model of allowing clients to come once a week to get fresh fruits and vegetables, and Lori told me that her kids eat vegetables like crazy now that they have them. I know I make a weekly produce run myself, and I'm so thankful that many of our clients are able to do the same thing. As you learned this morning, making those SNAP dollars stretch is very difficult. Imagine if you're trying to buy fruits and vegetables on that budget. This is another way that Operation Feed is helping to piece together the puzzle of food instability for Mid-Ohio Food Bank clients. I encourage my clients to utilize the pantry for fruits and vegetables because they are so readily available, and to save their SNAP dollars for other things. Eating healthy is not just for the middle and upper classes. It is for everyone, and you all make that possible. I wish that I could tell you every single moment of hope that I've witnessed sitting in our food pantry over the last few years, but I would talk for days, and I could. But I simply want to say thank you from all of the clients that I have the opportunity to work with every day. From the older couple who are caretakers to their adult disabled son, from a single mother whose hours at work were cut from 77 a week to 35 a week and utilized the food pantry for the very first time. From the woman whose temp agency hasn't called her in 3 weeks and she's trying to save her house from foreclosure. From them and from all of the 524,000 clients that utilize Mid-Ohio Food Bank services in 2015, I say thank you. Your impact is great, and it means the world to families like Lori's, and it means the world to me. Thank you.